Welcome to NEBOSH Expert Channel. Today we are discussing an important topic, which is what's the difference between risk and hazard. If a person does not know what is the source of harm and also what is the risk associated with those sources in his organization, then how such a person will create a safe working environment in his organization. How such a person will control that these sources are handled properly, safely, so that they do not cause harm. So it is important that such a person first studies about the hazard and risk. Now let's talk about the terms hazard and risk one by one. Hazard. A situation or source that could cause harm, such as chemicals, electricity, or working at heights. In simple word, we can say that anything that could cause harm is called as hazard. All hazardous materials have the potential to cause harm, but harm only occurs if such materials are not handled properly. From the above examples, we take chemicals and see how chemicals are called hazards. Chemicals can be hazardous because they can cause a variety of health and physical problems if not handled properly. Health effects. Chemicals can cause poisoning, breathing problems, skin rashes, allergic reactions, cancer, and other health issues. Physical hazards. Chemicals can cause fires, explosions, corrosion, and hazardous reactions. Exposure routes. Chemicals can enter the body through ingestion, inhalation, dermal, skin, contact, or percutaneous puncture. Risk. The probability of a hazard causing harm along with the severity of that harm. For example, stairs are a hazard, but the risk of falling down. A hazard is anything that could cause harm, and risk is a combination of two things. First, the chance that the hazard will cause harm, and second, how serious that harm could be. From above chemical examples, we discuss what risk associated with chemicals. The first part of risk definition, the chance that the hazard will cause harm. Chemicals can cause a variety of health and physical problems if not handled properly. Health effects. Physical hazards. Exposure routes. The second part of risk definition, that how serious that harm could be. Now we see that chemicals can cause health effect harm, but in health effect, how serious that harm could be includes poisoning, breathing problems, skin rashes, allergic reactions, cancer, and other health issues. Similarly, chemicals can cause physical harms, but in physical harms, how serious that harm could be includes fires, explosions, corrosion, and hazardous reactions. Also, chemicals can cause exposure routes harms, but in exposure routes harms, how serious that harm could be includes entering in the body through ingestion, inhalation, dermal skin contact, or percutaneous puncture. If we look at electricity as a hazard, then the following risk is associated with it if it is not handled properly: electric shock, burns, arc flash, fire, etc. We can simply say that any object or source that can cause harm or injury is called a hazard, and the harm or injury and intensity of harm or injury caused by them is called a risk. Now finally look at these pictures and distinguish between hazard and risk. These are the top workplace hazards. If you are new on our channel, then please subscribe our channel for safety courses.